properties. He's going to be talking about some of the things that he's doing in business. But I've been getting a lot of questions from people about flipping. How does the flipping business work? And I bought Marava especially here because he's an expert in flipping. He flips property, and he's going to be sharing some content about what he does as a property flipper. Marava, thank you so much for being here, my brother. I really appreciate it.
It's very nice to be here.
Thank you so much. So, Marava, please tell us who you are, what you do, and what you stand for.
Today I'm standing for High Profile Properties SA. The company that was established in late 2018 in Davidton. After checking the needs of the buyers and the sellers, just to bridge the gap between the buyers and the sellers. So what we basically do, we flip properties. We just venturing in letting and some little bit of development. So that's what we are all about.
But now, however, when someone says, like, I grew up in a village, I grew up where there's not opportunities, and here you are from the same background, more or less, but you're making it in property. How can someone do that if they just starting out?
First and foremost, you need to invest in knowledge. As you already said. You invest in knowledge. And how do you invest in knowledge? You have to go to property seminars. That's where you get a lot of knowledge in property. As I did on the 28th April 2018, after attending one of your seminars.
Thank you.
I attended only one seminar, then I realized that, okay, there's a lot I can do in property. So that's where you should start. You invest in knowledge, you look for seminars that you also run.
Thank you so much for that. And you, how did you start with your first deal? So now you start with you start your company in 2018, and now you want to have deals now. How do the deals happen? And also, what exactly is flipping? How does flipping work? What do you need? $1 million to start flipping? Do you need 10 million rand to start flipping? Do you need 100 million rand to start flipping? How do someone start flipping, and how did you start?
I'll start by the bottom line. Flipping is actually buying and selling a house or houses without using a cent. So what happened is,
that's how you do it.
The seller will call you, because obviously we advertise. For example, myself, I'm based in Davidton. You advertise where you are based, then whoever wants to sell their houses, they will call. They will get your numbers, obviously. Then they call. Then you will go and do your evaluation and all. Then after all, you will make an offer to the seller. For example, my first deal, the seller was selling the house for 350, because other sellers will tell you after getting some valuation from other agents as to how much they're selling their properties. So they called me, I went there, then they told me, okay, we are selling a house, the house is 350. Then I said, okay, I'm coming to view the house, then we'll take it from there. I went and viewed the house. I made an offer of 290. So we agreed on 290. Then I signed offer to purchase with them of 290. So fortunate enough, I was having a buyer already who sold their house in the suburbs, who wanted something small in the location. He sold a house of about 900,000. So he said his budget was about 400,000. So the house is 350. So it's good.
So you bought it for 290?
For 290.
And sold it to someone else for 350?
I gave it because the guy was very specific as to which area he's looking for a house in. So fortunate enough, the seller was in the same area that my guy is looking for a house. So yes, I went back to my buyer. Then we signed an offer to purchase of 340. I'm giving him the same house that I'm taking from my seller
from someone
for 290.
else.
Then I'm giving it to him for 340.
Yeah.
So then we signed over to purchase with my buyer. After some 2-3 days, I decided to be greedy. I went back to my seller. I explained, okay, I have 270 as we agreed. I know we agreed on 290 and we signed, but the money that I managed to raise is 270 that I have in cash. So yeah, we went here and there. Then yeah, we wrestled a little, but he ended up agreeing. Then we signed, yes, to 270. Then we signed another offer to purchase of 270. So the difference there is 70,000. Yeah, between the money that my buyer deposited to my transfer lawyer, which is 340, and the 270 that my seller agreed to sign upon on offer to purchase. So my difference was 270. So what happened?
What difference was?
Yeah, it was 70,000. I mean. Yeah. So what happened is, for me to get my profit, I have to transfer the property from my seller to me.
That's called a tie sale agreement.
Yes, that I have to pay, obviously, to my transfer attorney. So from that 70,000, I paid 12.5. Yeah, for my transfer cost. But as for my buyer, he has to transfer the house from me to himself, and he pay to my attorney as well.
So tell me this. Sorry. So you have a buyer and you have a seller, and you just like in the middle. So you're buying from this person, you're selling to this person.
Exactly.
Did you need to have the 270 cash?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, is taken from the 340 that my buyer deposited.
So this person is buying from you, but you don't even own the property.
I don't own the property.
Yeah.
Yeah. The very same buyer that I already had is paying the money to my attorney, to my transfer attorney. So that's where my seller is going to get his 270. Yeah, then he get a house, I get my 70,000. Yeah. The seller get 270. Everyone is happy.
I love that. I love that. Because a lot of people are saying that you need money to get into property, and that's just one of the examples or one of the ways that people can make money in property without actually having money. Because you bought it for 270, sold it for 340, but you did not have money in between.
Not exactly.
Your 270 came from this 340 that this person bought from. And I love that, and I love the fact that you come to our seminars to explain it in more detail about exactly how you did your first deal and some of the deals that you have done, because I know you've done a couple of those.
Yes.
And also, tell me, where's high profile property going from now on? What's the future looking like? What are you planning to do going forward?
Yeah, I have a lot of plans. Yeah, I know I don't know why I think too much, but my short-term goal now is I've already started with the process of buying stands. That one, actually before the end of this year, I should be having rooms. I'm planning to build about 12 rooms in one stand. Yeah. And all of that, I'm planning to do it cash. Yeah. I don't want to owe anyone while doing that. Yeah. So that's the plan.
Is it money that you get from flips, or it's money from somewhere else?
Yes, that's the money that I'm generating from my flips. Yeah. I flip them. I flip the deals, then I save some money, then I invest back in the business.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, that's one of the plans. The other plan is to build my own house with the other stand in Davidton. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do before the end of 2020.
You've been doing this since 2018 until now, and your journey has been interesting to also watch, because you have been growing constantly, and I love what high profile property is actually doing. For someone that wants to start that company but they're scared or they don't know how to, what advice do you give to them?
There are very important channels, but one that I always talk about is attending seminars. Why? Because that's where I started. I can't advise you to do something that I never do. Myself, it started with one seminar, as I elaborated the time we started. Yeah, I attended only one seminar on the 28th of April 2018. Yeah. So that's where I accumulated some knowledge. Then after all, I had to enroll for a coaching program. Obviously, now I'm marketing for you.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, the coaching program with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, you can't be in a business that you don't have someone to mentor you.
Yeah.
You need some sort of mentorship from people who are already there in the business, so that whenever you make mistakes, they're there to guide you and show you the way. So you need to find where is your nearest coaching. Actually, what we call
Property seminar.
Yeah, property seminar. Then you go for a coaching program. Yeah, that's where you
basically can go.
Yeah.
So for everyone that's listening right now, come to our seminars, firstclassproperty.co.za, is where you can find more information about some of the presentations that we're having and learn some of the tricks that you can actually implement to grow in this industry, in this property industry. But how can people get a hold of you also? Or your company?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, which is High Profile Properties SA. Then we have a website, highprofileproperties.co.za. Yeah, we are planning on getting to Instagram and other social media platforms.
Yeah, but at least they can get hold of you through those platforms. So that's really, really amazing. And if someone wants to buy a property in Davidson, do they go to these pages also and contact you?
Yeah, even in the website, there are all the details, the address, the contact details, even the houses on show. The houses on show are in the website as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Marava. I really, really appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. It's always
really
good to share information, with people who need it.
Because now your eyes are open. You know what property is like. You know some of the deals. So now it's very important to also share it with other people that actually need the very same thing that you also needed at one point of your life. So thank you so much for being here.
No, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So everyone that listened, I hope you got that. If that wasn't clear, write it down. Some of the things that you might also need elaboration on, write them down. What are some of the questions that you might have? Write them down so that maybe we can, I will answer them or Maraba will answer them if they're not already included in presentations that we might be having. But I really, really appreciate your time. I really, really appreciate you for listening to this interview. So click the like button, comment below. What are some of the things that you took from this interview that are very, very interesting? We'll see you on the next video. Cheers.